to the 12th ever No Man's Sky Explorers podcast episode. I already forgot what I was saying. All right, so I'm Joelle, and with me here today, as always, is
Ryan
and Dylan. That's my name.
And our special guest star,
Gavin.
Yay!
He's already laughing. This is gonna be bad.
Oh god, I hate you.
Well, I've never podcasted.
Are you all nervous now?
Are you a podcast virgin?
I am. This is my first podcast.
Goodness.
Oh my.
I'm glad I can help you with this.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
I'm
we
actually
put them-
grabbing his leg right now, just so
This is
everyone knows.
awkwardly
You
sensual.
have really nice thighs.
Thanks, homie.
You're welcome.
All right, so
All right, we're moving on
true.
to our introductions here. We want to say thank you to the support from all of our community.
yeah, seriously, this week especially, holy crap, we were like on vacation on the weekend. I couldn't keep up with everybody talking. It was awesome.
Y'all talk way too much.
Just
I'm
looking,
just kidding.
It was
Just looking
nice.
at Dylan's just his social media, you guys keep up with this way more than I thought you would. Like the way he described his podcast was a No Man's Sky thing, and I mean it's a super overhyped game, or like not overhyped. Sorry.
Oh man!
Here's for the show tonight.
No, it's a really hyped up game, but I didn't expect like this big of a community to be so involved. It's pretty cool.
Trying to roast my Kanye. I will end you. Don't tell me if I know hip hop, son. I will roast you all day, every day.
All right, this sounds like a personal issue.
no.
Now I had to get it in there, Brian. Give me this. I had to call him out. I have the power. I have the power of my voice, of my craziness.
All right, Joel, continue.
All right, well, we'd like to give a special thanks here to one of our Patreon supporters. It goes out to Ash from Linwood, Washington. 6 out of 5 stars. Awesome. This is my favorite podcast. You guys keep me laughing and give good information. Sound great.
Oh my god.
Wow, what the heck? I just went dyslexic for a second. Sound quality is great. You guys are doing a wonderful job. Please keep it going, and I will always be here to listen to you. Ash in Linwood. Thank you.
Oh,
Is
You're
it
the
is it
best.
Ashlyn Linwood
No,
or is it
Ash
Ash in
Linwood.
Linwood?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's Ash.
So,
catch him.
You don't know Ash?
that's what I thought too.
catch 'em all.
Best last name
Well,
ever.
thank you so
Okay,
much.
too
We really do appreciate the support.
Seriously, you guys are the best.
You guys are our favorites of all time.
Thanks
Times
for
like
all my subscribers, my personal fans. You guys are the GOAT.
I mean, it's true. That's fair enough. No, you guys
I
are
was told
honestly
not to
the
say
best. You got one in.
I don't
so
even know what that
that's all
means.
Greatest
Greatest
of all
I
time.
mean-
Oh,
Oh,
I never knew that.
it's kind of clever.
Use it.
Why are
Go.
you guys use goat in such a weird
I
context
totally
all
thought
the
of it in
time?
such a weird way. Yeah,
Son,
I
you
thought it
will
was
go.
sexual
It's
or
like,
something.
oh, are you?
Okay, continue.
I'm not a format.
Want to get to reviews? Do you want me to read this first one?
Yes, we can get to reviews here.
Oh.
Okay, here goes Ryan first.
Ooh, time to listen to me talk for hours.
Your favorite segment, reviews.
Oh, everyone's favorite segment, the review segment. Here we go. Great, informative, fun. 4 stars.
He's from your homeland.
Ooh.
From the
What
homeland.
part of the UK?
In the UK, no
Who
idea.
cares?
Pezza789 says,
It's not like Manchester. Right?
really interesting news / updates / speculation on what will be an awesome game. The trio keep the conversations dynamic and make limited information into an interesting podcast. The way they go off on tangents, which I always do, no matter the topic or seriousness, makes the podcast stay interesting for me. The fact that they are also friends makes the conversation flow nicely and removes the need. Hey, what are you doing over there, you giggly little schoolgirls?
I was just saying how I hate all of you.
Oh, okay. The fact that they are also friends makes removes the need for a really structured podcast, which I find get boring. My attention span is rather short, yet their style keeps me interested. Why only 4 stars? Well, the sound quality is great. However, there is like a fan white noise in the background, not really noticeable, and not why this is only 4. The real reason is because Ryan said the Harry Potter was okay and showed no remorse. Like, what the hell, Ryan? That's like me saying winning the lottery is okay.
Shout out to him juking you out with the reason
Yeah.
he gave you for us.
You are my
Like, what's up, man?
you are my hero. Thank you.
Okay, real talk though.
He's a hardcore muggle.
Real talk.
Real talk. You're probably the worst.
Who?
You.
About what?
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I've never read the books, so the movies aren't that good. It's not
Movies
my
are
fault.
fine.
The movies
They're
are
not that good,
Movies
though.
don't even compare to the books.
I mean,
The
you're
movies
wrong.
are completely okay.
I like the movies a lot.
I like the movies too.
Have you read the books?
Yeah. Read all
Then
this.
that's why you like the movies. I've never read the books.
Well, maybe you should stop being
Yes, maybe you
illiterate.
should read the books because
Step one.
we have
refuse
all
to read.
7 on
I'll
that
teach you how to
bookshelf
read,
in a Harry Potter.
I like being
Aren't
unintelligent.
there
All right,
8
who
though?
wants the next
No,
super
there's
super long
8,
review?
Oh,
Hey, Pezza,
thank God, Dylan. I was
leave
gonna
a
pass
5-star review and tell us what part of the UK you're from. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, Gavin will hit you up. All right, am I doing
Sure,
this
go
one?
for
Just
it,
me? All right. Wow, it's long and that's a lot. Oh, it has my name in it. Okay, I'm reading it. Finally, 5 stars from N. Gurns. About a week ago. Son of a gun, I'm already laughing. It's already a late night, ladies and gentlemen. About a week ago, while waiting for my computer to upload videos to YouTube, I continued my search for No Man's Sky content. Then a wonderfully glorious event occurred. I found a lovely little podcast called No Man's Sky Explorers, and this week has been glorious. I'm fully caught up, and I must say 5 stars. How do you people want to listen to us for that long? That's ridiculous.
I looked up how many hours people have listened to us.
It's embarrassing.
Wait. Also, though, N. Gurns, you said you were uploading videos to YouTube. Dude, sponsor yourself. Drop your user in the review.
Real talk, though.
Yeah,
Do it. We'll hit you up.
We'll size you a couple of views, dude.
Dylan scares me right before when he says real talk. I'm afraid he's gonna
All
say
right, so
something
real
stupid.
talk. The F word.
Oh no, here we go.
Oh, baby. No, where was I? 5 stars. Firstly, I want to thank you, 3, for the work you put in. Ryan, for being a fountain of knowledge and killing it on the sound quality.
Woo!
Joelle, for being a unique point of view and keeping Ryan in check as best you can.
No.
So true.
Church.
And Dylan, no wait, it's Dylan. I'm gonna, son. For being a goofball I can relate to. Thank you, I appreciate that. Now my questions. 1, where is this discussion page you have brought us? It's in the link in the description. I actually do put it in there.
What if he's not listening on YouTube?
Well, that's your problem because you upload it everywhere else.
Oh my.
If you're not listening on YouTube, which I suggest you do because it's just more convenient. If you aren't listening on YouTube, just go to Facebook, go to the search bar, type in No Man's Sky Explorers. You'll find it. It's the first thing that pops up. Just say. And there's 2 pages. There's our main page and there's a discussion page. Right underneath No Man's Sky Explorers, it'll pop No Man's Sky Explorers discussion. You ask to join, we'll accept it right away, and you can join the discussion. Just it's like a giant forum. People are talking all the time. It's really been blowing up recently, so I recommend you join.
And you also get to see what we look like. And
Ew.
let me tell you, we're gorgeous. Ryan's gorgeous. Ryan and Joelle are gorgeous.
This is all to a certain point of view.
To my point of view. All right,
thank you,
anyways,
Dylan.
2, do you plan to keep some sort of captain's log of your discoveries?
That should go to Joelle.
Oh,
Aren't you planning on doing that?
yes, I am actually. I'm planning
us
to
a
make
little
a
bit
space journal, an exploration guide of my, discoveries throughout No Man's Sky and all the either ridiculous or cool names of my planets, the discoveries. Maybe even turn it into a slight story about what the Atlas is, what my goal is. Make it a little more personal.
That's pretty cool.
Woo!
I like that. That takes way too much effort, and I'm not gonna do that.
Will it be written or like a?
Yeah.
Okay.
Written like a book.
I can do this because I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Woo!
I'm illiterate like Ryan, so I honestly can't write.
I'm also a stay-at-home mom.
That's fair.
Gavin, the stay-at-home mom. All right, Dylon.
All right, number 3. Lastly, do you plan to stream your play? I know I've been streaming a lot lately and focused on space games to get prepped for No Man's Sky. I cannot wait to stream No Man's Sky on Twitch nonstop. I know I would love to see all of you, especially. Oh my God! Are you kidding me? That's so not okay. He spelled my
Dylan 3
name.
different ways
Or she.
throughout.
I really don't know. Oh yeah, it is a he. I'm
That's
assuming
impressive.
at least. Dilun.
Best spelling. That's how you spell
I'm
your name.
actually mad about it.
He's obviously doing it on purpose.
That's seriously
Dylan,
not-
are you-
Especially
That is really to
Dylan.
spell it.
Dylan. Stream. Thanks. Sorry for the longness. Oh no, it's okay.
He's saying such a nice thing and you're just cooking him. Just like, all right, keep going.
Nick, the Gurns. P.S. Bring back science, Dad.
Oh,
okay.
sorry, Gavin. No one wants
No
you
one
here.
cares about you.
Nah, it's cool. I'm not that interesting. Science Dag sounds like a swell guy. So.
I mean, he is. He's a pretty
Science
chill dude.
Dad is honored that you love him all so much.
Seriously though, we told
you
him
should
that
tell him how much everyone
have. Oh, we
do all the
loves
time,
him.
yeah.
we told him the other day. He's like, "You guys are lying. People don't like me that much."
And did you
you must
show
not
him?
read.
Wait, is he just one of your dads?
Yeah, he's my dad.
What does he?
Science
Is he
Dad.
into,
He's okay. He
is he into gaming?
he was a guest.
Explain
My
everything
dad
about your padre.
has a degree in molecular biology.
For sure.
and science and all that fun stuff.
Zoology. He has like 5
Zoology,
degrees.
that's right, and pharmacy, and anyway, he just knows a bunch of science junk.
For sure.
So we had him on for an
And-
episode.
Yeah, and he talked about how the realistic aspects of No Man's Sky, and
That's rad.
yeah,
He's a cool dude.
pretty smart.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
And the community loved him, which he was terrified they were going to like eat him
So,
alive.
just so you know, Science Dad, you're listening to this right now. We need you on again soon.
We're gonna have to get
The
you back.
community demands it.
I'm not fulfilling any
The
special.
Sorry,
But-
Gavin.
Anyways,
Has he pre-ordered?
about the actual question, will we be streaming it? I know for a fact that I will be streaming this quite a bit because I do have a channel or my own like Twitch that I will be streaming on. We also have our own Twitch that we unfortunately didn't stream on tonight because we were honestly super tired. And hopefully I will be streaming as much as I possibly can. I don't know about Ryan if you'll be streaming the game at all on PlayStation because I know it's easy for you to do if you're streaming on PlayStation, but I know I will be streaming quite a bit.
I'll probably stream on PlayStation a lot. Probably straight from the No Man's Sky Explorers
Squad
Twitch.
page. That's fair.
Twitch. Yeah, so you guys can find that via our Facebook page, or you can just look us up, No Man's Sky Explorers on Twitch. We do live streams every Tuesday night most of the time.
I mean,
So-
every single time minus today.
Minus today, yeah, because we
Yeah.
wanted to focus more on the episode. So
This is very true.
We also got home today at 12 in the afternoon from a vacation after a 4-hour drive.
yeah, we actually
so-
we don't.
We're
we,
a little
I know we
shocked.
owe you things, right? We owe our community things, right?
Obviously.
because they're our community. But yeah, we went on vacation and we don't care. Oh,
Did
Get
you,
out.
did you just roast our entire
I
community?
just roasted.
we love you all.
I mean-
and that's why we're still doing this on Tuesday night and not making you wait till Wednesday.
We love like
Well, isn't it past 12?
We love like all
not
of you.
yet.
it's 11:41.
See, we still love all
Now
of
we
you.
just dated the episode. I'm just kidding.
I mean, everyone knows when we
upload it like 8 hours later.
Oh, it's scheduled. Okay.
for the most part.
It's pretty much live, except it's not. All right, do you want me to grab the next one, or who wants it?
So yeah, go ahead. Or
okay with
whoever
it?
whoever
Yeah, go
wants
for
to
it.
grab it.
All right. Very last review. I know you guys hate this segment so much, but we're almost done. Okay.
I mean,
Absolutely awesome podcast. 5 stars from Arrowit. Says, "Hey, gal and guys, this is one of my favorite podcasts, and I would like to know your opinions on the idea of being able to ride animals. What I mean is, how cool would it be to drop onto a planet and tame an animal to ride? And I know that doesn't really make sense, but I think it would be cool, and I want to know what you guys think." It would be so cool. It just won't be in the game.
It would be cool.
There's no way to make that work with a procedural game. I just don't see it.
If you could name a horse Epona that you found on a
Okay.
random planet and then ride it, it'd be fine. But you can't ride like things that are bizarre. You know what I mean?
but you can.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be silly.
Science.
It's a great
I mean,
imagination.
we could ride
there,
like
and
we could ride like a
that'd be fun.
brachiosaur.
Cool idea.
Something like
I
that.
wouldn't look for it in this game, though.
It would be way too hard
It'd be
to.
really hard to do.
I feel like it would be
Generate.
something that you would add in for no reason. You know what I mean? It'd be like,
That would be like a Kickstarter goal that you're never
Yeah.
going to add to the game.
Could you ride on those giant
Oh,
slime
burn.
monsters on the toxic planets?
No.
or it'd be like
Oh,
horse armor. just
Slimes are not
completely
for
immune.
riding.
You don't know
Slimes
that.
are friends.
No, you can ride on the slimes. It's gonna happen.
Anyway, my second question is, what are your favorite foods?
Okay, thank you. Finally, a question like actually
Wait, what?
about us, just as like people
Better.
Dylan's a
foods?
narcissist, so he just wants everything to be about
and a
him.
masochist.
Oh, that took a dark turn.
That's not a dark thing. I enjoy it.
Okay, what's your favorite food,
All
Dylan?
right, I'm gonna move on here.
No.
Or yeah, I was gonna say I'll move on like for.
What's my favorite food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Veal, hands down. I'm not even joking. Veal is
Really?
my favorite food of all time. I honestly don't care if you hate me for it. Good for you, but it's honestly so delicious, and I could eat it all day, every day.
Have you seen the South Park episode about veal?
I've not. There's
You
a
know
South
what veal
Park
is,
episode about it.
sweetie?
Yeah, they kidnap a bunch of little baby cows, and then
Oh, God.
Stan grows a bunch of vaginas all over his body. It's really funny. You should check it.
Where
Hey,
does
guys.
that correlate anything with veal?
Hey, audience.
Baby
Oh,
cow.
something I'm not a part of.
Where does the Virginias come in, though?
Go watch a bunch of South Park. It's a good show.
It is a good show.
Have you figured out what veal is then, dear?
Sure.
Do you know what veal is?
Baby
He doesn't
cows.
know.
Sure.
It's
Baby-
baby cows.
Is it?
Yeah.
Baby, tiny, innocent
It's
cows.
cows that are under a
Dylan-
year old that I will happily butcher and consume.
Wow.
Okay, I guess I can get on board with the under 1 year thing. That's what most of the lamb meat that you eat as well is under 1 year old. So
Gavin, favorite food?
Apples. Because I put apples on everything.
What about grilled cheese?
Grilled cheese is fine, but if I put apples in it, it's better.
That's
Joel,
fair.
favorite food?
come back to me in a second.
Ryan,
Oh,
favorite
so
food?
much.
Oh, come back to me.
Cheese is.
Cheese is my favorite food. Yours is probably McChicken.
Those are good though. Like I can't even fault you
Oh,
for
you know
that.
what?
Those
No,
are
no,
good.
no,
He has a
Nope,
natural
I know what it
desire
is.
for that.
What
I
is
know
it?
what it is. Chicken Alfredo pasta.
Oh, that's right. You love that.
Love it every time.
Mine's gonna have to be cheese.
In general. This is why she lives in Wisconsin.
Cheese. That's all.
Okay.
Seriously, send us more. Come on. Like we love these personal questions. I love these personal
Don't send
questions.
us more.
Please don't send us more.
Please send
I like the personal questions.
Oh my gosh. Joelle, you ruined
Oh my
everything.
god.
And that's it. Oh, one more thing. And no, these last two questions don't have anything to do with No Man's Sky, but what are your favorite games besides No Man's Sky? We've talked about this a little bit. Dylon, Legend of Zelda?
Wow, thanks for answering for me, Ryan.
Well, too late.
Legend
All right.
of Zelda, and I would probably have to say next favorite game would be, probably Hugh Hefner's Playboy Bunny House, 2014. Get it at the family video. You have to be 18 for it.
They send you to the special 18 and over video game room with 2 games in it.
I wish that was actually a thing. Like it's just a giant room, and
With
there's
two
just 2
games.
games.
It's that and Leisure Suit Larry. That's a throwback to the 90s.
Yeah, late
I
90s.
think. Don't play that game.
Play that game.
Don't play that game.
Gavin,
You
favorite
should-
game?
Skyrim, without a doubt.
Any seconds, thirds?
For sure, but I just can't think of.
We can come back to you if you want.
Yeah. For
Okay,
Sure.
Joelle, favorite game? Ever.
What? That's not fair.
Come on, you don't have a favorite game ever?
Yeah.
Timeless, like a game you'll always love forever.
Go to Ryan for a second here.
All right,
I have to
Final
mentally-
Fantasy
Final
VII.
Fantasy 7 because it's the best game that's ever been created, and oh my god, it's
feel like
so
I should've called that.
intuitive and it's so deep, and the storyline is so insane. And
Oh
the
my.
guy with the dark hair is Cloud's dad, and Cloud's wife who dies. The end.
That's the storyline. Don't worry, Sheila.
We need to submit that analysis to something.
Cloud's dad. I love it.
Wait, who is
No,
he?
am I wrong though? It is Cloud's dad. Right?
Who is he? Who is he
The
called?
guy with the black hair
Who
and
is he
like
calling
the,
Cloud's
or
dad?
the guy with the red hair and
What?
the black cape or something
What
like
do you-
that.
Red? You mean Vincent?
Yeah, that whatever that guy.
That's
yeah.
not related to Cloud.
Wait, I don't
in
think
any
he's
way,
talking.
shape, or
I don't think
form.
he's talking about
I think he's
Vincent.
talking about Sephiroth.
I think he's
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
that guy.
Sephiroth.
Where
His
did
dad.
the red come in from?
I don't know. I just
Sephiroth
kinda
doesn't
thought-
have any red, does he?
He's
Sephiroth
mixing like 3 characters.
You're talking
right
about
now.
Vincent.
No. Sephiroth is totally
No,
Cloud's
no.
dad.
All right, can we?
Cloud.
That's not canon.
I mean, to you,
I must
it's
be a
check the
spoiler
wiki.
if I say something.
No,
People are gonna jump
no
on
more
my ass
talking about
that
it.
if I-
Final Fantasy 7 is awesome. Dylan? No. Bad.
Cloud's wife who dies. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Yes.
You are so wrong.
Guys.
What's your second favorite game?
Second favorite game.
Final Fantasy 8. It's just a really good game, and it's super intuitive. It has a great world and amazing storyline, and Cloud's in it.
I might say Portal 2.
Oh, that's a good one. Actually.
Really?
That's a 10 out of 10 game. That is I've played it through 4 times all the way through.
I mean, it's the bee's knees, but it's like a puzzler. You can't.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
puzzlers are great.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
Like Portal 2 is like I like
The
when
puzzle.
when I play Portal 2 and I like play through it and I notice like the game mechanics and the design and everything, I think that game is one of the most expertly crafted games ever.
For sure,
like
for sure.
so perfectly crafted.
When life gives you lemons, don't take life's damn lemons. Demand to see life's manager.
Burn their house down with,
With
the lemons.
that life gave you. That is honestly one of my favorite. Somebody one of my really good friends, John, he gave one of the like senior speeches at my graduation, and he used that quote. I kid you not. And
was the best?
did
the
they
cloud.
get away
Oh
with
my
it?
god! And the crowd
cloud
seriously. The crowd. Yeah, same. The crowd seriously cheered so hard. This is an auditorium of like 2,000 people,
Yeah.
and just like flipping a lid at what this kid just spoke. And I was like, that is like straight church right
I'm
there.
a potato.
Potatoes.
Anyway, who's Joanna? Favorite game?
Oh good God. I don't think I could choose just a favorite.
All right.
Pick like a couple.
Seconds and thirds?
Just the Mass Effect series as a whole is pretty solid. Or Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2 for the PlayStation 2. Go check it out. If you have a PlayStation 2 laying around, best fighter of all time. I'll stand by it. All right. Anyone else?
Joelle, your favorite?
Anyone else want to go?
Well, maybe I'll say some stuff I like since Ryan skipped me.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Okay, well, I really like Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds. I know it's kind of poorly made, but I still really love it. It's
Memories, nostalgia.
nostalgia. Gene Forge series.
Definitely
Kingdom
nostalgia.
Hearts.
That's
Chain of
not-
Memories is the best. Pokemon Sapphire.
True.
Again, that very weird
By the way, whoever
game,
said that,
Heavy Metal Fact 2, which I love.
whoever
for some
said,
reason.
oh, they started on Pokemon Sapphire. No, they started on Pokemon Sapphire. I started on Red.
I started
Son.
on yellow.
Oh, that's the cheap, lame version.
I'm also real though. You know what I'm saying?
Are you a real person?
I am a real person. No, okay, so also, talking about your favorite game, I hate when people are always like, I know it's a crappy game. It's like, no, it's not, dude.
It's not to
yeah,
you.
like whatever.
Subjective.
Yeah, like whatever means a lot to you. Like,
But Ryan judges me so hard, I end up thinking my games are crappy.
no, it's
That's
cool.
my job.
No, it's because
as a
Ryan
husband.
just thinks he's like
think
better,
none- I
and
think
he's
none
like
of my
super
games are
intuitive and
actually
artsy
good.
because he likes Final Fantasy VII like the rest of the goddamn world.
If you guys would like to play some really fun games, go to Spiderweb Software and look at the Gene Force series. They're fun.
Go.
Really awesome.
Go get a PlayStation 2 and play what?
No, I was gonna say go to Webfoot Games and play a bunch of crappy Game Boy Advance games.
Okay,
'cause
true
they're
though.
all very fun.
Okay, I'm being 100% serious with
Uh-oh.
my answer that I'm about to give right
Here
now.
we go.
One of my favorite games of all time
Uh-oh.
is
Nope.
okay,
Ryan, shut up.
All right, let's continue.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
For sure.
Oh.
The amount of
most
time-
played multiplayer game ever.
The amount of time I had put
Oh.
into that game, the amount of like the people I met and the amount of time I spent with my friends playing that game, so much
Oh,
fun.
no.
Just good memories.
It's just really solid memories.
Yeah.
Thank you for not.
I
like,
have memories
sucking.
of that game.
No, for sure. I just like.
Yeah, because you were bad at it.
Oh, wait, I don't.
And you lost.
Oh, wait, I don't.
Oh wow, Ryan's
Oh.
so filled with his own ego that whenever there's a game that he can actually lose in, he doesn't play it because he's so boosted and hates losing that he just chooses to take the path of least resistance and not lose by playing a game that you can't lose.
Dylan,
This is
are video
not
games
false.
a hobby or a competition?
Oh, they're a straight competition for me.
No, they're a hobby.
Well, that's like
I like
your
to
opinion,
relax. Oh, you didn't just say that.
Oh, I'm also gonna throw in that I also like Diablo 3 and Link to the Past. Those are also some good ones I just
Diablo
recalled.
3 is a good game.
Yeah, that's
Durbler. Ryan had
On
Durbler or
the
Warbler.
PC,
Unless you play
not
as a demon
PlayStation.
hunter, because then the game sucks.
When's the last time you played it?
Like 2
Demon
months
hunters
ago,
suck.
probably.
Oh, you've been playing it kind of recently?
Well, I mean, sort of. My friends and I do like runs through it whenever his brother's in town.
Which doctor's best?
Because we play like
Which is
end game. Like,
No,
No,
sure.
like we're talking Torment
Okay.
10.
Does the
Approximately.
but does the demon hunter ever become not overpowered?
all of them become awesome.
with his turrets.
Except the monk, which of course I choose the monk class, and then the monk class ends up sucking.
It's different every patch. Who's the
Yeah,
best?
for sure, for
It
sure.
is.
But yeah, Demon Hunter's usually up there.
It doesn't matter if it's only like a level or two above the rest.
You ever
I mean,
played
who
it?
really
If you guys
cares
ever
in
played
the
Diablo and encountered somebody called Crew Win Win, hello.
Hello, that's his character.
It's so good, dude. That was the greatest thing ever when I saw you name your character that. I was like, all right,
That's like when we called Durbler my Warbler.
Durbler Warblers
He-
will be Schlurbler.
He also has a demon hunter called Barry.
Yeah, and then I named my Demon Hunter Barry.
Barry?
In contrast to Crew Win Win.
I have a maxed out barbarian whose name is Bulbasaur. All of his stuff is dyed.
Best
really
video
clean.
game talk ever.
All
right
his
now.
stuff is dyed green. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right, are we ready
Yeah.
to move on to the guest segment?
Are you ready, Gavin?
Oh, yes,
Are you okay
All
if,
right,
I,
we're doing it.
if I interview Gavin hard right now?
Yes.
Go for it.
Gavin,
Hard.
I'm going to ask you a question, then you ask me a question, okay?
Let's go.
All right, we're going to start it off real good.
Let's
First
go.
of all, Gavin, introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Gavin Higgins. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I love Skyrim. My favorite food is apples. I
Really?
go play Budokai Tenkaichi. No, okay.
Oh my
no. Okay,
God.
but seriously, I don't know. I don't have a.
Okay, that's fine.
Prepped up for intro.
What got you interested? And now this is regardless of
For sure.
anything. What got you interested in No Man's Sky originally?
Because I saw the trailer where, I'm gonna get crucified for this.
Oh, yes, you are.
Who's the main dev for it?
Sean Murray.
Okay, so I saw the trailer where Sean Murray zoomed out, and every star you could visit or planet, like system you could visit, was just
the
panned
star
out.
map?
Yeah, in my head, I couldn't really comprehend it. I was like, "There's no way! Like that's silly." And then I looked a lot into it. That got me kind of hyped about it. But
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ask me a question.
I mean, like most of my questions, I just read them from Dylan, are also my questions. Where I was gonna be like, but for another one, what would be something in No Man's Sky if they faltered on it would ruin the game for you, ruin the experience?
Ooh, ruin the entire experience.
Yeah.
Oh,
One
that's
thing.
a good one.
That's
I
a
know.
great
I'm
question.
very
That's actually a
clever.
super good question.
kidding.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Dylan, get closer to the mic. And don't suck so bad. Stop swiping different directions on
I'm
Tinder.
not on Tinder. I'm on.
Grinder.
I mean, we can't joke about that, so.
Oh, sorry.
Don't
guy.
joke about that, guys.
Sorry,
Come
guy who
on,
got
that's just
Sorry.
sick and wrong.
I'm unfortunate.
Oh, Ryan.
Sick.
Okay.
what are you laughing about, Ryan?
Dylan just kidding.
I think they just had eye sex.
Dylan just looks at me, and he looks at me with the straightest face ever. He goes, XT. Oh my god. I love it.
I'm in love with you, Gavin. I just hope you know.
No, for sure.
Okay, let's
All right, what was this question? Oh, wait. What's the one thing... That's an awesome question. What's the one thing, if it didn't pan out at all, would completely ruin the game for you?
I already know my answer.
If you could not explore. Holy crap.
No. I mean like something they could actually just like totally biff and just not like.
Surprise, it takes real life amount of time to get to each planet.
Oh,
You already know that's not a thing.
Jukes.
Yeah, but let's say they just completely screwed it up and they like switched and they changed them. You've seen games completely switch before release. I mean we've seen it before.
NPCs.
Mighty Number 9. I don't know if you know any news about
Oh,
the release
like
of
the
that.
worst Mega Man game of all time?
Yeah, like remember when like you probably weren't following it, but way back in the day they had this really slick art style and they had this whole idea going, and then randomly like after a lot of weird things happened, they like switched their art style to just complete crap and like nobody liked it anymore.
And no one's
And then they
mouths
released it
moved.
and now everyone hates it. I don't know what they were doing.
For sure.
It's like the more money they got, the worse it got.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I mean that's like to me like totally biffing it. Like let's say like the art direction ends up being really terrible in the game, and like because I'm really pumped for the art. Like the way that they're procedurally generating things is a big thing for me. I don't know if any one thing could completely deter me from playing it, but they might ruin the experience for me as if the art is just really bad.
For sure.
What about the music?
Ooh, that'd be tough too.
You could drown it out. You could turn off music and play something else. It's not.
No,
good.
not
But
for
for
not
me,
for Ryan.
I have to like enjoy. I have to enjoy the full experience, or else I go crazy.
This kid, you can. Yeah,
You
no,
wouldn't.
You, can't.
wouldn't put something over it. You
No.
couldn't- Really? Wow.
Nope.
You couldn't
Can't do it.
I do that for every game I play.
That's unlucky. No, I would do that too. No,
Yeah.
I would straight up do that too.
I play like the prettiest soundtrack.
It would be
games.
pretty
Oh, no,
hard
I-
for them to screw up the soundtrack, I feel like.
Well, will it be dynamic at all?
Oh, bro.
We covered this in the last.
Bro.
Never mind. You'll tell me about it after. The
It's
podcast.
completely procedural.
Yeah.
The
Really?
music is.
You can just hit. You can hit on it really quick.
Could that turn into a dumpster fire?
No.
Okay.
It's being done by a band called 65 Days of Static.
For sure.
They're making a full album for the game, okay? But they're also, the entire soundtrack as you play is procedural. There's some key moments with specific songs, but the music that's always playing is dependent on your location, which direction you're looking. Are you falling? Think of Portal 2.
Yeah, for sure.
Where like music would play when you did certain things almost, and it was like always awesome. Like you'd use one of those jumper things and it would like sing to you as you're like flying,
That's
things
right,
like that.
that's right.
It's like procedural music like that is how I imagine it. Which direction you're looking, are you fighting, are you not fighting, little things like that, and then it's kind of different everywhere you go.
All right.
So I think that they'll nail it on the head, but we don't know.
Also, quick disclaimer: I'm gonna say for sure like 700 times this podcast, and I'm sorry, but
I mean,
okay.
that's
Should we just say like right away like Gavin is a cynic?
I'm a skeptic about how
Skeptic.
good it is.
Oh.
What was that word I just said?
cynic?
Is that a
Which
real
was
word?
So inaccurate. Yeah.
It's a word, and I mean, you used it completely incorrectly, but I was gonna go with it.
but
All right,
it
Gavin the
could've been.
cynic.
Yeah. So No Man's Sky, like I was so hype on it a few months ago, and then I got on the hype train for about a month and a half, and then got promptly off of it because I don't know. There's just something. We'll go into it later, like,
Right,
much
right.
later.
But it's good to know just your
my
background,
stance,
where you're
my
at right
stance,
now. And how this entire podcast episode is going to be about crucifying Gavin as much as we possibly
Yeah,
can.
no problem. Hey,
we already
you know
have.
what?
You already have his full name, so find him on Facebook, destroy him,
roast me.
death threats. I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
We already have a cross like already and set to just straight crucify.
Rad.
this
Yeah,
kid.
if you
Like, this
we got
kid is
nails,
getting
hammer, whatever we
toasted.
need.
Yeah.
Straight.
Or you could have just a polite dialogue. with
No,
me.
no, that could never happen.
That's a terrible idea.
You
That's a
probably say
god-awful
here that
idea.
No Man's Sky Explorers does not condone violence
Or
in
crucifixion.
any way, shape, or form.
I mean, they don't. But
Our intern Dylan might be leaving us soon.
All right, next question for you. What are you most skeptical about the game?
No Man's Sky?
Yes.
Movement. So that would be my big thing with like what would destroy the game is how each creature looks. So like in every game that I play, like Dragon's Dogma, Skyrim, like games like where you on like a grand scale, like Shadow of the Colossus, Ico, where like the things that you're encountering are so like grandeur and insane. Like I think it'd be really ruin the experience for me in every way if like things don't move procedurally. So like if something with 4 legs steps the same way every time, or if it always like if it looks kind of dumb, like if there's glitching off of like sides, like how things fall, how ragdoll works in the game, like it means a lot to me. And so for a game that's so huge, if you're just experiencing the same thing over and over again, I think it's going to totally tarnish it.
This is something big for me because I know I pointed this out to you before. On good old Bellari 5.
Oh, good old Bellari 5. My favorite.
The big, like, behemoth things with huge, like, straight, like, dude skips leg day. Like, we're talking, like, does not do leg day. Huge arms, no legs whatsoever. And they have, like, fins. I don't know how you describe it. They're, like, red. Tusks and whatnot. They were, like, stepping upon a hill. And when its foot went down on the side of the hill, it impacted the first place on the hill that the foot impacted on the plane. Like, the plane of the foot impacted the plane of the terrain. It just stopped there and acted like on this huge slant, the foot just sat there. And it just, like, completely defying gravity. You know, a foot would normally, like, obviously, like, conform down to the slant of the hill or something along those lines, rather than just all of a sudden a flat wall is created right at that corner.
For sure. And like, I mean,
that bugs me. That bugged me so much.
But another thing too is like every game does that. I mean, like again, like being a Skyrim fan, I feel it. Horses are amazing, but like. It's just like
stupid.
No, but they're just like sideways and whatnot. But what I'm saying though is like, so I feel it. Like I feel the argument where it's like, oh, it's like it's part of like a video game. Like you experience it, take it for what it is, and stuff like that. But it's supposed to be like this big revolutionary game where you experience it so heavily, and I just, without too much of a narrative, I feel like they're gonna have to protect every feeling of immersion, and so the more pieces of immersion that are left out or not perfected, I feel like you're gonna really take away from the experience. Don't get me wrong, it'll be dope, it'll be great. Its fans are gonna love it. But I don't know if it's going to have the craziest revolution that people are expecting. But
that is a very good point.
For sure.
I liked it very much.
Thanks, Doc.
I agree with that.
It was very well spoken as well.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Virgin podcast.
Virgin
Not
podcast.
anymore.
Let's go. Voice actor extraordinaire.
We done took it away.
Thanks, man.
So yeah, I totally understand like all your fears, and I've even seen like in some of the newer gameplay you can see a little bit, and that's like. It's give or take.
You're playing
like,
a video game. Yeah.
You're playing a video game, so you're probably going to see that. You're just hoping that it's not overabundant or obnoxious. Like, because, there's going to be a lot of different types of animals. And yes, eventually you're probably going to run into an animal that just doesn't look right or doesn't land. It's like the spore problem. When you're creating all those different animals and they walk so stupid and you're like, no animal would walk that way.
So hard.
Everything's clipping through everything on their body when they move.
What's weird though is that graphical dropouts for this game won't bother me at all. Like if frame rate drops, if textures drop, it for some reason won't bother me because like the game itself is doing so much that I'll dig it. You know what I mean? I'll be like, yeah, whatever. You're doing your hardest. You're working as hard as you possibly can. But like for the game, like for just like the immersion side of it, or like the feeling of it, I think that's going to matter more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I'm not super worried about it because I watched Anthony, Mr. C. Anthony, whatever his name is, Carboni, I think his name is. Anthony Carboni play the game, and he was shooting up animals and watching the ragdoll go crazy and stuff.
Is it cool?
It looks pretty good, and I think it's going to look better when the game comes out too.
For sure.
But they seemed heavy enough that they weren't like. It was pretty much like, from what I could see, it looked like game physics that are out right now. Not super realistic, but good enough for me.
Yeah.
So,
good enough, I think, is very valid.
Skyrim's my favorite game of all time. I feel it.
Physics
I feel
in that?
Yeah, I feel physics.
Back when giants sent you at least 3 miles up in the air.
That's another thing too. That's another thing
goodness.
too with like the immersive like physics and stuff is how weight's going to be handled. So like.
Oh no, that was immersive in Skyrim. That was very immersive.
So I'll tell you exactly how weight's going to be handled. You might not like it though.
For sure.
According to Sean, as of a long time ago, he hasn't talked about this for a long time. Okay. Your suit automatically compensates for weight, so every planet will feel the same. Who knows if that'll break immersion for you or not? But gravity will not be
He's
any
talking
different.
weight of animals.
Yeah, I meant like weight of the environment. So like, so say you kill like a porcupine, like
and it goes flying, right?
Thing. No, I'm saying it just drops, and that's fine.
Okay.
Porcupines drop when you kill them. I would assume. Never killed a porcupine, and then you kill like a giant behemoth thing. If it falls in the same way and has no impact on like where it falls, I'll be like, all right, we're playing Mario 64 now. Like I don't know, I don't know if I dig that. Like that kind of looks silly.
One thing I will say with this is in the one trailer where that giant rhino thing is trampling through the forest, you can blatantly see that it is kicking up dirt and knocking down trees.
Yeah, that was
the trees are very dynamically falling and rolling once they hit the hills.
Yeah. That's rad. I dig that. Again, I don't know an infinite amount about the game, so I
Neither do
apologize.
We
Neither do
honestly
we.
know very, very little.
Staple me to the cross.
It's happening.
Let me know.
You got a question for me?
Not really, because all of my questions were like, so when you actually, I kind of have a good one. So for the game, what upgrade system is going to like mean the most to you? Like your ship, your suit, your weapon, like
Weapon.
really?
I want to get a nuclear launcher.
You want to be
I'm not even
a planet
joking.
destroyer in your hand.
No, okay, I'm not talking like the pistol that Will. No, I am talking the pistol that Will
The
Smith
cricket?
gets in. Oh my god, that thing was so cool. Something like that would be awesome. I just want some really cool type of weapon upgrade systems. One of my favorite weapon systems that's like ever been made, like ever times like 300, is the Dead Space 3 weapon system.
Yeah, the customization level.
Very, very nice. Another thing, now I know this game isn't the most popular thing in the world. Fallout 4's weapon customization system is phenomenal.
Totally okay.
It's one of the only
Phenomenal.
pluses of the game.
It is really, really ridiculously well done. I really like being able to just like rip bits and pieces of certain weapons and just combine them and make them work and
For sure.
attach a certain head on it so that it all of a sudden goes from a laser rifle to a Gatling laser.
No, and like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm sure they'll handle everything sick. Like, this is such a huge thing that means so much to the people who are developing it. But at the same time, like, if every way you play the game ends up the same, which I kind of feel like it's headed towards, I think that the game is going to end up feeling the same for a lot more people. As in, it's supposed
Time
to
to destroy you.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
about to get ripped apart.
no,
right
and
now.
like, okay, so it's like, okay, you experience like different worlds, you experience different environments the whole way through the game, but it's like, what if the experience isn't that different? Do you know what I mean by that?
I get what you're saying.
Right.
You will be pleasantly surprised. That's all I'm going to say.
For sure.
I know you will be.
Hit him
We've
with
talked
it,
about
though.
this a lot.
Hit him with it.
We've talked about this a lot.
Give him the old summary.
The old summary of what? Variety?
Yeah. Variety, but also different things.
You know what?
Can
We
do
can
with
talk about that right
playstyle.
now. Pull up your phone. I think I got some pictures.
Why, Gavin?
No, I know it's like equations based on equations.
No,
like,
no,
No, that's what we're talking
world
about.
procedure.
No, no,
Bro,
no.
we're talking about art, bro.
And I mean, he's talking about art, and I am talking about the fact that you can play this. You can actually play this game where you never land on a planet.
Yeah. No, and okay.
Everyone's experience is going to be different, and everyone can play this game completely differently.
And everyone's going to see and you can say like, oh, that's a water planet or that's a lava planet or whatever. Everything looks the same, but it's not. There's going to be a lot more variety than I think you think there will.
But I don't
be.
know how much more merit that gives it. Like, I don't know.
Look at that. Just scroll. Go ahead.
No,
take that.
and I feel you, dude, but like...
No, you don't.
All right, then.
Okay, very bottom picture. What do you see?
Red.
Oh, what?
Which picture are you talking about?
Very bottom.
Oh.
Bro, very bottom.
Oh.
Oh, that's what you were talking
Very
about.
bottom picture. What do you see?
Oh, big old snake.
Big
That's
old
a
snake.
big old
See how big that
snake.
snake is? Without me showing you that, would you have thought there would have been a giant snake sand dune thing in this game?
Okay, I would have honestly thought so. I'm expecting things that are like on the same scale as like ridiculous.
One
things
more
we
above
haven't
that.
seen
One
in
more
games.
above that. Glow in the dark planet.
Yeah, that's right.
Plants and animals that have matching glow in the
Like,
dark.
Avatar looking. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I think the art direction
With an
is insane.
eclipsing planet
I know,
in the
dude.
horizon, eclipsing
You
the
don't
sun.
know, though.
I do, but I don't know how much merit that holds. I don't know how much merit visual changes to a planet
Oh
change
my
the gameplay.
gosh, so
changes
much merit. That
everything.
doesn't need to change the gameplay. That's the point. You're experiencing it. It's about seeing. You don't. It's not all about playing. It's about seeing too.
Minecraft looks all the same, but when you find an unbelievable mountain structure in the game that is just absolutely gorgeous, it is a new experience for you.
I mean, Minecraft, you're also building homes and sharing that experience with people. Like, you're like,
Ah, forget
No Man's Sky, you're exploring things that no one has ever seen before. Not even
And
the developers.
No one. That is the coolest part.
yeah, no, and it is rad. The concept is
We're trying to
unbelievable.
destroy you right
No,
now.
and I totally understand. I get it, and like I'm so stoked that people are so hyped about this game. It like gives it so much more ability to become amazing. But I just don't like. Gameplay is gonna mean a lot to me in this game. As
And
whether or not
I want you to also. Sean has stated multiple times. He said, "Okay, like there's a really common question that goes around that makes everybody mad when people question
Yeah.
it. It's not a terrible question to ask. What it is what do you do? It's
Yeah.
a super common question. People like make fun of people
the
that say it all
Minecraft
the time.
question. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like, what do you do in this game? What's the point?
what do you
And the
do
game's
is-
not
is a
out yet,
very
so
good
that's a very good
Fair
question.
enough, yeah.
Yeah.
And Sean has stated multiple times that there is like first and foremost, this is a game. And originally everyone's like, this just looks like a walking simulator. And he's like, there's so much to this game. I just don't want to give it all away. Here's some basic things. You can craft, you can fly, you can explore, you can name things, blah, 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 blah. Here's some basics of what the game is. But this is a game first and foremost. This is not a walking simulator. So that's just one thing to keep in mind, is that I think they're really focusing on it being a fun gameplay experience more than just being a walking simulator. So I guess just keep that in mind.
Definitely.
As we move closer to
I think the
release.
gameplay is going to be very clean and very polished. From what I've seen already, the general gameplay looks very, very polished. And that's a very early basically, very early patches of the game. I don't know what else to call it. Builds of the game. There we go. Looks very, very nice and just very polished all around. So I don't know. I think you're actually going to think it's a very clean and well done game.
I hope so.
And I think that's your biggest worry. So I think you'll be pleasantly
And again,
surprised.
like if this game turns out to be amazing, I'll never put it down. But it's just like how into it I'm getting before it comes out.
Ooh, we should have you on the podcast again after the game comes out.
Let's do it. And I'm just like,
whether
all
you
right.
hate it or love it, you should come back.
I should, yeah.
That'd be interesting to see your
I would love
opinion
to.
after it comes
Yeah,
out.
so this game flopped, as we all know.
So,
But here's
literally
Gavin to
like
roast
2 out of
us for an
10
hour.
on IGN, but then everywhere else a 10 out of 10. I don't know what happened. I guess IGN said there was too much water. I don't know.
There are no planets that you can blow up, so 2 out of 10.
Dylan, that's your rating right there.
No, I know, but it's like Shut up.
Oh, man. Okay, I got another question for you.
For sure.
That we can rip you apart on. Do you think the game will be commercially successful? Now, when I ask this question, I ask whether it's... I honestly don't think it's going to be anything less than good.
Right.
Which is like a 7 in my books.
Yeah.
Okay, up to 10, okay? Do you think either way this game will be commercially successful?
No, not right away. If it delivers on what it wants to be, absolutely. It's an extremely pre-ordered game, and also by commercially successful, do you mean on sales or long-lasting appeal?
I mean in sales.
Initial, like, first week sales?
Sales, it'll probably slay. If we're being real, like sales, it'll probably destroy because of how much it's or not promising, but saying it's going to do, or how much people are assuming it's going to do.
There you go. you got to the important part there.
For sure.
What people think is going to be in the game.
Right. As far as long-lasting appeal, that 100% depends on how much it actually delivers. Because
How replayable it feels.
I can see this game getting destroyed in replayability because number one, you can last a long time on a single playthrough, and then eventually that'll die out. And I feel like this is going to be a hard game to start over in. You know what I mean?
You don't need to start over though.
But that's what I mean though. Is like that adds a lot of replayability to games. So like, I mean, you guys play RPGs.
Let's just talk about the Center of the Galaxy then.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, you don't. New Game Plus. Here we come.
New Game Plus.
It could be basically a New Game Plus.
It could actually, now that you mentioned that.
We were talking about theories of the Center of the Galaxy. I know you haven't listened to the podcast before. Let's go over it briefly to try to help you with the long-lasting
Just
appeal.
so they haven't listened to the podcast, your audience is going to be like, kill him. I'm
He doesn't even listen to the podcast. Why don't you guys let me on the podcast? I listen to every episode.
Yeah. Like, I'll fly out. No. All right.
So basically, what happened was my theory is that when you, and this is just theory because
No,
no
no,
one's, but
one
I
has
think it's a
any
logical theory. Basically, Sean slipped up during an interview, and they're like, "Oh, because you guys always say galaxy universe. Is it a galaxy or is it a universe?" He says it's a universe with multiple galaxies, but everyone starts in the same galaxy. And he's like, "But I don't want to spoil anything, so let's stop talking about that."
So it's going to be like a multiverse thing.
Basically, just think of it as our universe.
No, for
really.
sure, for sure.
So everyone starts in the same galaxy on the outer edge, and we all move towards the center of the galaxy. My idea is somehow, when you hit the center of the galaxy, you will be able to either transport to a new galaxy, maybe get thrown to a new galaxy, and rules are going to change in the next galaxy.
Well, I view it as at the center of the galaxy, there's always something at the center of every galaxy.
Right.
They're like in real life science, we don't even know what's at the center of our galaxy. We can assume, based on just gravitational fields and what's basically keeping this ungodly massive billions of light years spinning around it, that it's just a giant black hole. So it's, what I'm thinking it's going to end up being is either a giant black hole or wormhole that essentially just takes you and spits you out either at the center of another galaxy or at a random point in another galaxy. It just is like, here you go.
And I was thinking replayability-wise, when you get to a new galaxy, that every galaxy has different rules and different procedural things that it'll actually do differently. And so you might see new types of alien life you didn't see in the first galaxy.
I don't know if I dig that, though, because I think it takes away from the first galaxy. I think it takes
But
away
what
from-
if there's so much good amount of...
Then it wouldn't matter. You're right.
Then it wouldn't matter,
Yeah.
right? Then you'd see... It would be like every time somebody got to a new galaxy, you're like... you'd look it up online and there'd be new interesting finds that people are finding every day.
Insane stuff. Like planets are inside out.
No, yeah. That
Bro, that's
Wait,
intense.
that would be really cool.
That would be cool. Science, bro.
Anybody
straight,
here
like-
watch Doctor Who?
Aliens.
Yeah, dude.
Aliens.
Yeah.
Yes, I finally have somebody to back me up on my Doctor Who references.
In the Sphere?
But I personally,
that'd
like
be
you
dope.
think, I think the game will, well, it's already commercially successful in my opinion.
That's what I was
Just
saying
from pre-orders.
about. Yeah, that's what I was
so
saying
you're,
about. Yeah.
and you were talking about
Financially,
long-lasting
it'll kill
appeal.
it,
The only reason I know, without a doubt, in my mind, just from playing a lot of video games in my life, that this game is going to be more successful, even if it's an okay game,
Right.
is because of the appeal of everyone seeing different things. It's so twitchable and
It's very
YouTubeable
twitch- yeah.
because of that everyone's
Look at
going to
this
see
insane
that
thing that
what
I
everybody
found.
else is seeing because it's so random. No one's seeing the same things.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think that will bring that long-lasting appeal. Whether it's super successful or not, I think it will be commercially successful because
The
of
amount
that.
of forums that are just going to be or like websites that are basically just going to be post all the cool stuff you find.
yeah.
It's going to be, oh my god.
Send all
I'm
your crappy terrain glitches here.
I'm so excited for it. Send all the Sean Beards you find.
All right, Gavin, now since you've been roasted, do you have another question for me?
Yeah, are you going to play offline or online?
I'm going to play probably both.
For sure.
I'm going to try them both. I know I'll probably be mostly playing online because I know online isn't very different than offline anyway.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
we're
you-
going to find each other.
And we're
'cause
going to find each other
soulmates.
someday.
And not even a galaxy can keep us apart.
Also, another thing, what if the center of the galaxy ends up being like a weird hub style world?
It's not going to be.
I super doubt it.
Yeah, me too. But I'm
that
just
was
saying,
like-
like,
Well, the only reason I doubt it is because Sean said that he was comparing the multiplayer to Journey and Dark Souls.
okay.
So I just can't imagine a hub.
Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah.
So
Also,
What if-
the game is supposed to be very hard.
he also compared it to like
Dark
Dark
Souls
Souls
level
in
hard.
difficulty.
Right.
He says like the gameplay footage doesn't show it off because it wouldn't be fun showing you die over and over again. But he says the game is very hard. It's very survival.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot harder than they make it seem.
Speaking of Dark Souls, what if the center of the galaxy is like New Game Plus style that you're thinking of? What if it ends up being like Dark Souls where it just increases like the extremeness? Sorry. Like, I don't know.
Everything is a behemoth Goliath
Yeah, what if it-
beast
what
that
if-
just straight walks up and eats you.
Yeah, what if it becomes Australia? And just everything wants to kill you.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. No, I know a bunch of Australians. They think it's fine. They're like, yeah, we're savages.
I know an Australian, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I know an Australian. He's dead now, but I mean,
I mean, I think there's a lot of cool things you can do with it. So I'm okay with that too. I think it might be fun.
I think that would be way cooler than just going to a new universe full of new things. Like,
Galaxy.
Sorry. But you
You
know
gotta
what I
get
mean?
your terminology right,
Yeah,
son.
but you know what I mean, though. Like, I would want, because then there's some sort of progression. Then there's something to cling on to. Do you know what I mean?
Well, the progression's never going to be infinite.
Yeah.
But
there
seeing
is
new sites,
progression.
seeing new sites is not progression, but it's still fun.
Yeah, but what I mean though is like that's the reason people still play Dark Souls on like up to New Game 7. Like it's the new experience. Like it's like playing against like new harder enemies over and over again. Like it's that feeling. You know what I mean?
I could never do that. Dylan's like,
I can't even beat regular Dark Souls 1.
At
Not new
Live,
game.
8 Chill Panda, I'll come beat up some of your bosses. No, I'm just, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think difficulty will be the reason that people keep coming back and back, though. I think
It's
there's
a
going to be.
good-
I think there's going to be a whole totally different hook.
I think survival is going to be.
I think
a
survival's
big
the hook.
I don't think any game really kills it at survival. I don't think this game especially. I think you're gonna get to a point of comfortability in this game pretty quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's still going to be the hook until you. The whole point is to eventually become overpowered, so you feel good about yourself, right?
But I think that's what comes from like. I think
Is that
that's
why
what-
you're playing this game?
What are you talking about? So I can be the most OP person in the universe.
I mean, pretty much.
I
But
won't
I
be
think-
surprised.
I think that's where commercial like long-term success comes from is like the draw to the mass, and the draw to the mass is definitely difficulty increase or competitiveness, and it's-
That is something that I don't. That's the issue. Like you're talking about drawing to the masses. I mean, Sean has talked about it multiple times, saying like, this is a
doesn't
new
care.
idea. This is his thing, and he's gonna make it the way he's always
no, but
imagined.
just
it,
going
so.
to your question of like will it
Right,
do well?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think people will respect it either way.
No.
Like
Yes,
not saying that
people
people,
will,
but like I'm
then
saying they'll
a lot of
respect.
people won't.
A lot of people will respect Sean the way he builds the game. I think they'll respect the game anyway. Really, you think that everyone?
I mean,
will?
Call of-
I'm not everyone, but people
Call
are
of
going to
Duty has
roast
the
this
biggest
game.
audience in video games.
Oh God,
aside
you're
from
right.
Minecraft.
I'm gonna
And
shoot myself.
yeah, no, but and don't get me wrong, I don't dig COD. I'm not that
That's how we met, though.
I'm not that. Well, Modern Warfare 3, yeah.
We met on. Oh my God, it was so cute. We
Yeah.
met in duels in Modern Warfare 3. You guys should have seen it.
No, and so that's. Do you get where I'm coming from, though?
Yes, I absolutely agree.
For sure.
Like, I get it.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Will we though?
Yes,
will we
will.
ever see?
Will
this game?
it get delayed 10 more times? Since it's already been delayed 4 times, Dylan.
God.
Oh yeah, that's one thing that like I don't get the argument over where people are upset about delaying it. It's like, okay, any game that gets delayed, whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
I saw someone really explain it really well. Like, imagine you're building a game.
Right.
When do you know when it's really done?
Right,
Like,
exactly.
nobody really knows when they're going to be done. They're just trying their best to come out
We
with like, a
gotta
good
make
product.
this thing that we have no clue how we're even gonna make it.
Plus a
let
completely new
alone
idea.
actually do it.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe like 3 or 4 months. I don't know. We're still kind of trying to figure it out.
yeah, I don't know.
All right. Done with the guest segment.
Okay.
We're going to go
Leave.
throw Gavin
you
out
later.
the window.
Well, much to Gavin's defense, I thought it was actually a very good guest segment.
I actually thought it was really good, Gavin.
You
Very
were
good thoughts
terrible.
on that.
I hate
No, you
you
were
and
good.
everything
Gosh darn it.
about you.
It's good to hear a different viewpoint in the show.
It is,
you
rather
know,
than
and
all
to-
of us being like, woo!
No, it actually was really good. I really appreciate it. So.
Thanks, guys. Let's go.
And I will give this back to Joelle because she hasn't been able to talk this whole time.
I'm sorry. I don't know why you didn't. I was literally the whole time. I was like, all right.
I'm content with that. All right. Excuse me there.
Discussion time.
Discussion times. All right, do you want me to read the first one then, dear?
Go for it.
All right. First one from Michael Booze. Hey there.
Boobs.
You're gonna get stabbed. It's Booze. There's no freaking B at the end of that.
There should be.
No, sit in the corner, you 5-year-old.
Coach Booze.
Quick shout out to Coach Booze.
Coach Booze.
All right.
Say-
All right, we're done. I'm good.
Hey there. I was just listening to this week's episode and wanted to weigh in on the discussion about whether there might be a wiki for No Man's Sky and how useful it might or might not be. Obviously, it'd be, or blah 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 blah, sorry there.
Good job.
Obviously, it'll be pretty useless to have everything organized by planet on a wiki or similar online database. But I'm reasonably confident that the player base is going to figure out fairly quickly the rules and variables dictating what can be found where. Example, if you need a particular material or mineral resource, you would be able to look it up and see that it tends to be more abundant on outer planets that orbit red stars and have radioactive atmospheres. Sorry for the horrible reading there. Good God, I am.
Yeah, now I just don't even know what you're talking about anyway. Start it over.
I completely followed that entirely. I don't know what
Dylan.
you were trying to get at.
Thank you for the support on the page here, Dylan. I appreciate that.
No, you're welcome.
Wait, I
got
think
you.
he literally just means like, will the game be too big for a wiki, or will it be
Yeah.
too small for a wiki to be relevant? So like, not too small, obviously.
Game's way too small, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, 18 quintillion, they could have at least done like 36 quintillion.
I mean the variation being like the variation in like general environments being too small.
I think it will be too
Total
hard to
possibility.
categorize absolutely every little fine. I mean, I don't know how you'd even go about that.
Shout out
But
to the game.
I do think there's a point to that, you know, like certain planets might have a higher abundance of minerals.
Sean's
or,
mentioned that
you
before,
know,
like how far they are.
something
from
that
the
can
sun.
generally help you.
Yeah.
As well, wiki could also include, you know, the periodic table, certain crafting combinations that could be useful
Mainly
to you.
for that's what I was thinking. is
Definitely the
crafting
periodic
combi-
table. Yeah.
The crafting combinations would
Sean
be
has
nice.
mentioned that the more you play the game, the more you'll start realizing what planets might have what materials
Yeah.
on them based on, you know, their temperature, their style. Or
You might also be able to get hints on how to better deal with like runes if you come across them. Certain of alien races.
Mm-hmm.
How to
just
deal
little-
with them.
Just little tips that might help you make a stronger alliance with one.
Yo,
more than
Gabon.
the other.
Yeah,
Did you know that there are NPCs in this game?
yeah. As far as like the merchants and like each like the obelisk things you can learn the language from and whatnot.
Does that just blow your mind?
It's rad. I'm skeptic again. Like I just can't get behind the fact that it's that procedurally generated. Like I think that the experience.
I don't think it's procedurally generated.
No, but the experience has to become generic at some point.
Are we talking about like the aliens still though?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
I'm
Because the
talking about-
aliens, there's just 3 races.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just talking about like the entire like I really did go off the topic of aliens very quickly.
What a failure!
Aliens, super rad, big supporter of aliens.
You that guy from the History Channel?
Well designed. They were involved in the pyramids. Watch out for that. What else were they involved in?
Great Wall.
I wish this game didn't blow so hard.
Yeah.
Stonehenge.
Aztecs,
Most of the
Incans,
Mayan.
Mayans,
Yeah, I
anything
was
in
gonna
there?
say most of the South American.
my house.
Pretty much everything to do with
Dylan's
my
still going.
house.
Look at him go.
pretty
He's
much
going.
do anything religious.
Yeah, he's going. He's
aliens.
doing it. He's doing it. There he is.
The Pope's hat shape.
No, the Pope is an alien actually. The coolest alien of them all, but he's an alien.
But okay, so No Man's Sky. No, okay. But like on the topic of like the wiki question ish again. Sorry, I just had like a weird thought that kind of stemmed into it. Is like, so do you think that it'll be a new experience constantly? Do you think the game will be, or do you think you'll eventually run into a generic environment?
Well, I'm sure there'll be plenty of generic environments. Only 90% of them are going to be barren planets.
Won't have any life on it.
But that's what I mean, though. So again, 90% barren, but that's fine. That's cool. I'm a big fan of that. Even that's
Right.
fine.
I think it would just be okay. Here's me. Right.
Right.
This is. You're talking to a guy that's literally everything this game is about is what I've wanted my entire life in a video game.
Yeah.
But like for me, even if I'm just going to a new planet to quickly like grab some resources or something, but just seeing like a plant that's new is gonna like be like profound to me. Like
sure.
it will impress me. Like I'm like, bro, I've never seen a plant like that. That's awesome.
And I get behind that idea so hard. And
Right.
like I appreciate that you think that it's
Gameplay wise, I understand where it's not. Like
Yeah.
you're more worried about the gameplay getting
I am.
old
I'm really-
and things like that. I'm not too worried about that.
again,
Doesn't Skyrim get old?
again, I was literally about to say
Yeah.
the comments. I was literally about to say the comment section's about to crucify me. They're like, your game is literally the worst gameplay of all time. But it tells
game, please.
Yeah.
Bad mother.
but it tells a bunch of stories, fables, and I like them. They're
Well,
fun.
I believe this game will tell a bunch of stories as well because there's lots of lore.
You have to write
There
it
is
yourself.
a lot of
No, there's real lore. To the
There's
game.
legitimate lore.
Yeah.
It's we're talking-
Procedural lore. I'm just
yeah.
kidding. It's not procedural.
No.
But there's actual lore to the galaxy and why it is the way it is, and you'll pick some up as you go, like
Now-
item descriptions, like Dark Souls style.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Dark
So-
Souls style, where basically the community builds the storyline. It's never really given to you.
But you'll get like hints here and there why this is like this, and why are the Sentinels on almost every single planet? Why is this?
Yeah.
Why are there only 3 races? And
That's another thing too. Is like it's so hard for like. It's hard for someone who is into the game to argue with a skeptic. It's hard for a skeptic to argue with someone who's into the game because so much of the game is not released. So much of the game is like.
Yeah, we literally know nothing on
But that's,
it.
but like that's literally what I mean though. Is like so for me to say like, oh, I don't think it'll tell a story, and then for like to come back and it might tell an insane story. Like it might be ridiculous, but I don't know, and I don't have a lot of faith in it. Do you know what I mean?
No.
didn't he say that he should get murdered or something?
I think that's what I heard too.
You guys can't handle anything that isn't what you agree with.
This is really hard for me right
Ryan
now.
can.
I completely understand.
For sure.
Why do you still think I'm? Oh,
And when
sorry,
I'm
looking at my
right,
phone.
when I'm right, soon.
I'll let you know.
Are you
Dude,
left?
we're only. Do you know that we're not too far away right now? We're only about a month out.
yeah?
That's not that long, bro.
a month and like
Weeks go by so fast when you have a kid. You have no idea.
it's like okay, so 3 days
That is
plus
true. Oh my
31,
gosh.
34 days. I think I mathed that out right.
I need to pre-order this game already.
Yeah, me too.
I've never even thought about it.
Don't
Or
pre-order
maybe we
games.
already have the copy of the game.
Oh, let's not say anything.
Hey internet, don't pre-order games. You're paying for something that hasn't come out yet. Don't do that.
Unless you want to support a developer you truly appreciate.
Unless you don't care if it's good or not.
It's like pretty much as bad as Kickstarter, except you're guaranteed a product at least.
Oh.
That might be
Wow,
a
you just said great
that's a little too far,
Hey,
maybe.
Kickstarter, just quit.
I mean,
Just stop what you're doing.
Just give up
it's-
on life.
It's bad for me and progression
Excuse me.
and religion. No, it's fine.
It's bad for all things.
bad
no.
for all things.
No, it's
ever.
fine. Keep
No,
doing what
seriously
you're
though,
doing.
some people need to get kickstarted, and I appreciate the program,
for
but
sure.
some people just abuse it. It's terrible.
If you're making a Harry Potter fan film, keep it up. Kickstarter, that's what you're for. If you're doing anything else, knock it off.
Star Citizen, is that coming out yet? When's that coming
Who
out?
cares?
Oh,
Does anyone
shots!
really
I'm sorry,
care
is it No
anymore?
Man's Sky? Because
That's what this podcast's about.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's the only thing that
That's
matters.
clean.
but for real.
Wow, we've gone through one discussion so far. Okay, do you want me to okay if I grab this next
Yeah,
one?
no, I want them all.
All right,
I'm
I'll grab
not
it.
sharing with you.
From Christian Crowley. Hey guys, I'm really whoa, what? Okay, I got it.
God, can't you read?
I've really been enjoying your podcast. I recently discovered No Man's Sky, and I find the entire idea absolutely fascinating. And so I've been digging up for as much information as I can absorb on the game, and your podcast has been making my job a whole lot easier. Woo! Anyway, I had a question. I noticed in the 24-hour time-lapse video that there was a clear moon-like lighting to the planet during night. So I was wondering if you guys knew if the other planets in the solar system were acting as moons, reflecting the light of the sun off of their surface and then projecting it into the planet during night to cause that moon-like night effect. Also, will there be moons in the game? Thanks for so much. Blah, blah, blah. Quickly, just some factual stuff, and then we'll go into talking about it.
For sure.
Yes, there are moons. Absolutely. You can see it in gameplay all the time. Now I can't see the question. You took it away.
You can't remember it? You read it like 5 seconds ago.
He doesn't have a good memory.
Now,
No,
I
he
can't,
doesn't.
say for sure there's moon-like effects. I'm assuming there are only because
Straight eclipsing, boys.
straight eclipsing, in the middle of the day, you look at, there is a trailer. Which trailer is it? It's one of the trailers. I think it's called Eclipse. I'm pretty sure it's called Eclipse.
Are we talking about Twilight or a
No,
trailer here,
it's
dear?
for No
Oh
Man's Sky.
my.
Quick shout out
So
to Twilight.
it zooms in on a planet, right? And he looks in the sky, and there's a planet eclipsing a sun, and it looks like nighttime because it's eclipsing the sun. So
Is that a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse?
what's the difference again?
Total eclipse of the heart. Sorry.
No, because a solar
A
eclipse
solar eclipse
is when the Earth eclipses the moon, or the main
Or
planet.
when the,
eclipses the
isn't that
moon.
where the Earth passes between the sun and the moon?
Yes.
Or the sun,
No, it was
yeah,
a solar eclipse. Yes, because the moon was
Oh,
passing between
he's right.
the planet and the star. Like you
Yes,
even knew. You weren't
yes.
even saying anything the whole time.
No, it was just the fact that I just liked giving you a hard time. No, you were right though. Good job.
But yeah, so I'm assuming that because that can happen, that there are dynamic light effects with moons and stuff. Can't guarantee it. Not confirmed. Just seemed like that.
Not
It
canon.
would be cool.
Not canon.
No, this
guys.
is anything we spit is straight canon.
Yeah, everyone
Straight
just
on
believe everything we say. Also,
Is it
I
100%
heard
true?
that No Man's Sky is actually Skyrim, just procedural.
Yeah.
And in space. You can't forget the in space.
I heard that you
Skyrim's
can have
in
pets.
space.
Yeah, sure.
You didn't know
Go
that?
with that.
Where do you think the Dwemer went? They took a rocket ship up into space.
We're gonna find them in No Man's Sky.
Aliens.
Same developer, right? Bethesda makes No Man's Sky.
Are the Dwemer the ones who they're the Sentinels?
Did you see the last trailer with Goku? It was sick.
Really?
Yeah, it was dropping spirit bombs left and right.
Everywhere.
What are we talking?
Can we spirit bomb? Can we spirit bomb a world and blow it
Shall
up?
All right, dynamic light.
shall
Anybody else want
I-
to say anything about it?
Well, I guess we're getting.
Lighting means a lot.
Who cares?
All right, Joel, you got the next
I was
one.
gonna say let's advance the plot here.
Oh, by the way, 80% of these are going to come from John Friswell.
Friswell.
Bro, I love you
Bruce.
we
so
almost
much.
made an episode dedicated to you
Because you
there's
post so much good stuff. Thank you.
You post all the cool pictures and stuff.
Yeah, pictures help too. We put it in our drive so we can look at the pictures while we talk about it. So thank
Yeah.
you. All right, continue.
All right, do you want me to go?
Yeah.
Well, here's our first one from John.
Hey, this is actually great because this is perfect for. He's already reading it and he's going like this.
What's the last game you had great anticipation for, and did it live up to, or did it? Okay, I can't read anymore tonight.
right, I got you.
I'm
Dylan's got
so
it.
brain dead
I got
tonight.
you.
I'm so sorry.
From my boy John Friswell.
Dylan.
What's the last game you had great anticipation for? And did it live up to it or did it let you down? I'd be interested to hear the responses. This would be a good question to show Ryan Wendland for the hosts to answer. For me, it was Borderlands 2. The trailers were fantastic. I was a big fan of the first one. Borderlands 2 surpassed it in every way. It is probably my favorite game. Adding RPG elements into an FPS 4-player co-op game is genius. The gameplay is great, the story is very funny, very true, and the DLC was probably the only DLC I think is value for the money. Apparently you haven't played Fallout 3.
Oh.
All right, we're gonna start with Gavone on this.
Shivering Isles is the best thing ever.
Well, what
Okay,
are we?
that's a good
Oh yeah, anticipation.
I already know your answer.
Really, I mean, okay, so the last game that I ever played that I was super hyped for is literally Skyrim, and it did not live up to the hype at all.
Wait, what? I thought you said it did live up to.
No, it's my favorite game of all time, but it didn't. Like, the way that they told how Skyrim was going to be was like the whole thing is No Man's Sky level, like new experiences all the time. And everyone acts the same and looks the same and is voice acted the same. Quick shout out to Bethesda for that. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, seriously, do they have 3 voice
No,
actors?
they have very limited voice actors.
Why is that?
Oh, don't get me wrong. Like, there were like.
They're such a big company now. They can afford more voice
They're
actors.
actually not that big of a company. It's only like 100
But they make
dudes.
stupid amounts
Oh, I
of
know.
money now.
No, I know. And like, but
Too easy.
it really didn't live up to the hype, and I've completely stopped getting hype about games because I make unreal expectations for them. No Man's Sky, I did, like, when I was super into it, I was on board with this game, and then I sort of brought myself grounded, back down to earth, but, all right.
Can I just say, Gavin, that I was totally hyped for Skyrim, and it actually surpassed my expectations.
Really?
Completely, opposite spectrum.
really?
I wasn't as into gaming as I was back then, so I didn't
Yeah.
know as much about, game mechanics and stuff like that, but I was, watched like the launch trailer like 8 times in a row, and I went to go get the game at midnight and everything.
Yeah.
And I got it, and I played it, and it was like the best game ever for me for a really long time.
I made like a whole day of Skyrim. Like I'm like 11. Quick shout out.
By the way, one of the greatest things about that game, every single cave has a unique thing in it.
Yep,
like,
I know.
I remember hearing that in the. Like, I wish they did this with Fallout 4.
True.
Where like every dungeon had a unique twist at the end.
Yeah.
And there was always like like my favorite thing. There's always an easy way to get out when you traveled all the way through the end of a dungeon. But it was just so clever. Like the game design was so good.
Absolutely, it's amazing. So don't get me wrong, not talking anything bad about Skyrim, obviously. But what I expected was to be put in the middle of like a fully acted, fully realized, unbelievable, ridiculous new experience, and it was crazy. It was a totally new experience. It was amazing, my favorite thing ever, but didn't quite live up to my ridiculous.
It was the best thing that's ever happened to you, but not quite life changing.
Right? Yeah, it wasn't like it was for sure like it wasn't. It didn't live up to my completely unrealistic, unachievable expectations, which is fine. You guys still killed it. It's not hard. Keep it going. Like, all right, but Dylan.
Dylon. Start calling him that. He loves it.
Dallone. Let me think.
All right, Joel.
A game? Well, all right. Goodbye,
We'll come back to
Do you
you.
want to?
If you gotta think about it, we'll come
I
back to
honestly
you.
have to think about it.
All right. Well, shoot, I just have one in my head. I can't ever really remember being hyped up for anything in particular. I guess the most recent thing for me was getting hyped up over the it's not actually a game, it's just the expansion for the Final Fantasy XIV, the Heaven's Sword.
My goodness.
And yeah, I was pretty excited about that. So far it is meeting my expectations, I would say. I'm enjoying it.
Very excellent.
Good storyline, good voice acting, fun new features. Also, I am highly anticipating Kingdom Hearts 3, but I can't tell you how that's been since it's been 10 freaking years.
Okay, very true.
Get shot at.
Yeah.
Get shot.
Better be the
I'll let
greatest
you
game ever.
know.
I have mine now.
Go for it.
Portal 2.
No, awesome.
Ooh.
I was not on the hype train for that one. I missed that. It just kind of came out.
I played the first Portal when I was in 7th grade. I played through it in one sitting. It was, I mean, it's not too long of a game,
Right.
but I was like, this is the greatest thing that has ever been made. This is so ingenious. And just the style of everything in it, just gorgeous game. And I was so on the hype train for Portal 2. It was unbelievable because then there was the multiplayer aspect and just how
everything was
long
made
the
so well.
storyline.
Oh,
It
so
is
good.
so clean. The game just feels good to play.
Perfect length. Like when you're done, you're like, this is the end, and I know it, and I'm okay with it. It's perfect.
No, it really,
was
like
just so
in
good.
every way, shape, or form, that game is just
Every joke hit home. Like every single joke was perfect. I thought
GLaDOS is the greatest NPC in history.
no, hands down.
Yeah.
Like,
Behind the adoring fan.
I mean, like Wheatley's character, just everything about that game, it just blew me out of the water. I knew it was gonna be good. I didn't know it was gonna be that good.
For sure.
It went into just enough detail to keep me wanting more, but not so much detail that I wanted, a Skyrim amounts of lore and detail and background on it.
That's my boy. I've read like most of the books.
Perfectly balanced.
All right.
When that sounds.
So I'm gonna have to give you a rain check for this one because
Really?
I haven't been on a hype train for a long time now, other than No Man's Sky, of course.
You were for Heaven's Sword.
I was a little hyped for it.
You were more than a little.
I'd say, what did I just get over hype about? I don't remember. But right now, I'm hyped about Final Fantasy 15. I'm hyped about the Final Fantasy 7 remake.
Were you a little hyped about Stellaris for a while?
I was hyped for that for literally when I found out it came out that day, and I'm like, what's this game? Oh, I'm gonna buy it! And I
felt
played it
bad,
for like
but
40 hours.
We bought that for both of us, and we played
It's a
5
good game,
hours
though.
total.
Anyway,
We're really bad people.
so yeah, I'm on the hype train for 7 remake because that game was literally my childhood. So I'd like everything about it is just, oh my god, the nostalgia hits me so hard. Like every single scene in that game, I'm like, I remember that in the original game because I played the intro like 8 trillion times.
Is it everything you dreamt it would be?
It is more than I could have ever imagined,
Aw.
and I am excited. And then 15, I'm pretty grounded when it comes to my expectations for 15. I think it's going to be a really great game. I don't know if it's going to be like a 10 out of 10. I hope it is. I really do, because I need to like stop sucking at making new Final Fantasies and like make a good one finally.
13 was really good.
13 was actually like the original 13. I really liked. I know people will like hate me for that, but I played through it. I loved it. I actually 100%ed it. It was so much fun.
Played it for about like 20 minutes. The girl died, and I was like, eh.
I watched Ryan play through 13. I like the storyline.
Like she got
I
frozen,
had no issue
and then
with
I
it.
was teleported across the world. And I
Okay,
was like,
that's about 6 hours, not 5 minutes.
it was 5 minutes.
Trust me, I played through that game a lot of times.
I'm just better at it than you.
And I really
guess.
like that game, and I like the linearity, so screw you guys.
I'm kidding.
So I'm excited for 15 because it's adding like some open world stuff, and I played the demo and I freaking loved it. Like I love the combat, so I'm really really excited for that game. But my expectations are like I hope it's at least an 8, and then I'll be happy.
It's like that you're driving a car with your boy band.
yeah, man.
Like that. I honestly, as much as I was making fun of it earlier, that just looks straight
You should watch the anime.
amazing.
They have a precursor free anime you can go on like online and watch. It's really
I'm not
good.
a weeb, Ryan. Okay, I don't
Watch
watch
it.
this anime you talking about, son. I have not spent hundreds upon thousands of hours of watching the animes. I've not watched every episode of Naruto. Swear on my life.
So I will keep you guys posted
It's a poor investment
because
of time.
It's just
What's
that-
up?
Anime.
Watching Naruto.
it's a quality investment of time. Don't even give me that.
so I'll keep you guys posted when No Man's Sky comes out, and I tell you how either disappointed or happy I am. I'm sure you guys will know.
Yeah. We'll do a whole podcast. All of us will give our opinions.
It sucks.
For those of you who don't know, also from John Friswell, the procedural animal sound design sound designer let slip in his interview / showcase that there's a level up system in No Man's Sky. You guys think it will be stat boosts or purely cosmetic?
Stat boosts.
I think it will be probably tied into the upgrading system somehow. Just don't know exactly how. Honestly, I have no idea because I've never played the game.
Like you'll be able to use this resource at this level, type stuff.
No, not at all.
I don't know.
I don't think that's going to be it at all. I
That's
think it is
interesting. I
going to
hadn't
be
thought of it that way before.
specifically like maybe you can only. Well, I guess that's.
Maybe it'll be more about discovering, so you can't
interesting, yeah.
discover certain things until you get to a certain level.
Or you
or
can't
something
do a
like
certain.
that.
Yeah, you might need
Because it's all
need to
procedural,
get
they can
a
decide,
level
yeah.
of certain experience to equip a certain
Or-
type of like anti-acid
I'm
rain
just looking at your screen.
proof armor to
Well, there is
actually put
that.
it on.
There
and
is
then-
that. You
I
can
know there
upgrade your
is.
suit so you can survive in different
Yeah,
environments.
but I'm
and
saying
stuff.
like to actually physically equip it, you have to be you must be level 47 to use this item.
I'm being
like, I
like
don't
super
know.
honest here. I thought about this for a really long time, and then like normally I'm like all about game mechanics and trying to figure it out. I have no freaking idea how they're going to implement this. I know they already have, and I'm sure it's probably good. I just have no idea because I don't know enough about the gameplay to like know for
Yeah,
sure.
you don't even
That'd be
know. I
interesting.
guess what can be leveled up in its
Yeah.
in its own right.
Well, I'm excited though because I love anything RPG related in any way. I love.
I'm gonna get my dexterity to 100. I mean, that's all I care
Bro,
about.
Dex for days.
Dex for oh, that was good alliteration.
Bro.
I appreciate that.
Who needs rhyming when
Bars.
you can alliterate everything?
Bars.
Did you just do that?
Bars.
What?
That was clean.
What?
I appreciate that.
Oh.
I appreciate you.
Aw.
Something
love
went
you.
right over my
I
head.
love you too.
So, also from John Friswell, he says, out of the 4 cockpits shown so far,
Cockpits.
whoa!
Rooster
Which is your favorite? Personally, I like the look of the first, but the HUD on the second is great. So basically, throughout the game, we've seen some new versions of the HUD. If you guys want to take a look, in the ship, there's a couple different new HUDs. I like the very newest one.
Ooh.
But you guys take a look. I like the second one and the fourth one.
Your couch ate my phone, so give me just a second here.
Well, maybe you should stop feeding my couch.
Sorry, it was growling. Its tummy was growling. Come on, man.
I wonder
is-
how much variation there's gonna be in the ships.
Oh, the
An
A
ogre?
ton. I'm telling you, there's
Tons.
gonna be so much. We just found out there's like officially there's like asymmetrical ships in there.
asymmetrical.
Asymmetrical, bro. There's some. Look, you can.
Oh, that hurts my heart.
If you watch the newest little clips from the newest PlayStation thing, there you can see asymmetrical ships.
Oh yeah, because you got like some like straight Boba Fett stuff going on.
Hey, what kind of ship are you gonna have?
I'm probably gonna go Explorer.
Really?
Anything that can just straight up blow anything up. I'm not even joking this time. I just want to be able to fight people.
I would definitely.
Like I will
go-
just straight up be flexing, walking up to a dude and just be like, "I will deck you. I will take you out right here, right now, son. I have a nuclear weapon on me that can blow up a planet, and do not think that I won't use it on you."
What?
Okay.
What was it? Frigate, maybe the bulky one. Merchant, or whatever.
Like a trading ship.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's for sure what I'm digging. I'm digging on that bulk.
Can we talk? Okay, well I remember this. Can we talk about the one picture where there's the straight Atlantis like a guardian just in that picture, the greenish planet. And it's just like a circle-y-esque like cockpit, and there's just in the distance there's just this thing walking around, just like big arms, and it's just like, yo, I got you covered. Don't worry about it.
What are you talking about?
This thing.
This thing?
Yeah, when it was.
That's not walking around.
No, it was like standing still though. But I mean,
It doesn't walk around, though.
Animate.
It's not alive, but it's like this straight, just like monstrous thing.
I want to go in that interior and see what it's all made of and see what it's there for.
No, it's there to protect the world from devastation.
You mean you?
T9O.
Yes.
Thank you.
What did he say?
Thank you.
The Team Rocket chant.
Oh my god, that was really. Thank you
Oh my
guys.
gosh,
people
Ryan,
can-
Halloween costume this year. We can go as Team Rocket and Mel, you can be Meowth.
That's actually adorable.
You have
That'd be
Jesse hair.
fun.
Last time we did, she dressed up as R2D2, and Joelle was Han Solo, and I was random
just a random
Sith
Sith
extra.
So cute.
No, we just threw you in the
So
mix.
cute.
I made her a little
adorable,
R2 Hattie.
It was actually
I'm
adorable.
gonna be crying.
I'm gonna go on to the next thing if that's okay, guys.
For sure.
Yes.
No.
Oh, it's raining. Hopefully
Yeah, we're
that doesn't get picked
suppo-
up on the
I was
mic.
gonna say we're also supposed to be getting some really heavy storms here
Oh, should we
in an
close the
hour or
windows?
so.
We should probably,
If you guys hear a bunch of raining, get over it.
It's gonna be like severe storming soon. The weather says. So.
Oh, that's nice.
You guys are
Yeah.
gonna die on the way home.
That's the. I mean, that's the
I
plan.
hope you don't actually die now, or else you'll feel really bad.
Or whatever.
Or whatever. I barely know you.
Yeah.
Ryan
no,
will
true.
watch your funerals from far away on a hill.
Dial on, you watch this next one from Joshua?
From good old Joshy boy.
Yeah, Joshy
Joshua. Wiegand.
Weekend. Not the
Weekend.
Joshua you know and love.
Oh,
Wait, are these on Omni though? Are they gonna pick up the rain?
They're not on Omni.
Okay.
I mean, maybe.
We should be fine.
Actually, I think they are.
Who cares?
Who cares?
We should be fine. We should be fine.
If you guys hear rain, I'm sorry.
Hear the soothing rain as we dive into our next installment
The
of
book about
Public.
how my father didn't love me. That's like every NPR book that they read is about some
I-
father not loving a child.
Never had a father growing up. He left me when I was a boy.
He told me to punch
the
a log,
lake.
and I wouldn't punch the log. I didn't learn the lesson he wanted me to learn. Sad story, my father never loved me. I should have punched the log.
But then I found out through extreme circumstances and magic that my father loved me so much the whole entire time. But now he's dead. Daddy, no!
I should have known he was with the CIA.
When your trunks.
I mean, literally though. All right. Apparently, things are happening. Quote unquote. Says Sean Murray on Twitter.
Wait, where are you?
Speculations for what?
They just
what-
started a giant boxing circle in the
Oh, there's two Joshuas in a
No
row.
Man's Sky.
What are you
Well, I'll
doing,
get the
bro?
next Joshua as
Back
well.
up by the picture, fool.
Why are there so?
Get wrecked, bro.
You put too many Joshuas in a row.
everything's my fault.
Backing up the truck here. When I saw information about what No Man's Sky is going to be, my head immediately went to that this could be an early precursor to the game world. Ernest Cline's Ready Player One.
Yep,
What is that?
it's a book.
Oh God, I don't read those. Something big enough and fantastic enough that many people could adventure, go to school, and even work in a virtual world. Plus, that world could be of any fandom you could think of. So excited for August.
What I was telling him on this is that I think this is a step forward in like virtual worlds, and I think this is going to really popularize procedural generation, and I think AAA industries might finally start using it more, and that we're going to see some very, very interesting things.
Make in-depth roguelikes.
Please.
Please.
I love roguelikes so much.
Yeah, they're
Me
the
too.
only
Roguelikes
good
are the-
game of ever.
Yeah, same. Like,
Only thing
real
that
talk,
punishes
though.
you, actually.
Hey, Heavensward is adding a little roguelite dungeon in 3.35 in a couple days.
Eh, who
Really?
cares?
I was not aware of that.
Either make my controller tase me when I die or add roguelikes. That's it.
Just give me a shot collar. Like that's all I need.
Okay, continue,
They're
Dino.
laughing. I'm pretty serious. No? Okay.
In response, Joshua Robin Damon, I think that's Knife Fight Academy.
Oh. Oh man. I saw its initial release at E3, then the more I watched, then the more it checked all the dream video game boxes that I've ever had. FPS, true. Open world, true. A spaceship cockpit, very true. You can go underwater, true. You can get in your ship and fly away.
Flay away.
And straight
You can-
fillet
You can get
away.
into your ship with all your fish
Can
and
you
just
just
fillet
straight?
away.
Can you just straight? Honestly, they need to be. Every game after this game just needs to be titled "Fish Out of Water" because it's gonna be flopping.
But that
Nice.
was heat. I'm not gonna. If I clap your hand or slap your hand, it'll like the mic is gonna explode.
No, that's okay though. It's worth it. Thank you.
I did it at the same time, so now nobody heard your clap.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Good. I'm just kidding. Also, looking for underwater, play Subnautica.
I was gonna play that before this week so we could talk about it.
Hey, listen, Guy, Joshua is his name?
Yeah.
Yes,
Joshua,
Good
play
old Joshua
Subnautica.
I think he has.
Probably one of the coolest things ever.
I really want to play it.
Be a part of it. It's a
What
good
is
time.
it?
It's you're stranded in the middle of an ocean.
Oh, that's just unlucky.
Your spaceship crashed into a giant alien ocean.
Wait, seriously though?
Yeah.
Okay, so then what happens?
You just try to survive. It's a survival.
From like what?
you have
Like, are there like demons and stuff?
I mean, there's loads of sea monsters.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Is it procedurally generated at all?
I could not tell you.
Then who
honestly.
cares?
Who cares?
They're
It needs to be.
They're updating it all the time and putting like crazier sea monsters into it though. It's pretty.
So like straight Cthulhu level stuff.
Most likely, I don't know. I'm
gonna try to play that for next week, guys.
I'm
just
not
so
on
you
the
know.
dev team, so.
Well,
But
yes, you are.
Get on top of it, Joshua.
Why not?
Okay, continue, Dylan.
Anyways, these are the reasons I fell in love with it and have followed it so passionately ever since.
Good for you, man.
All the time, I didn't have a PS4 and only have a Mac for gaming. Oh, you poor child.
No, that's awesome.
No, it's not. Macs suck. So
shots
I kind
fired.
of had filed it away as, oh man, it would have been amazing to play a game if I could play it. And this year, I got an Xbox One.
No, dude.
I'm kidding. He says PS4. Dreams. Dreams realized. Woo! I pre-ordered it as soon as I could. First game I've ever pre-ordered. Well, that's. That's unlucky.
Whatever.
So long as I still do those checkbox things, this game in no way can disappoint me. Everything that I've learned about since it has been a bonus. I can't wait.
Good for you, man. Like honestly, if you can get that hype behind anything, kill it. You're gonna love it unconditionally, like a child. So I wish I had that level of hype about any piece of like media ever, but
I mean,
I used to be an adventurer like you,
no, for sure.
but then I got a
See,
No
that's the
Man's
last
Sky
time-
in the knee.
That's the last time I did it, and my heart got broken. So no, but
No, I've never hyped a game like this. I've never like. It's just this game is just all I've wanted since I was a child.
for sure,
so.
yeah. Oh, it's such a storybook game. Like it's such
no,
like a
I've hyped a game this much.
Yeah, what was
One
that?
time in my life.
what game?
Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess.
Did it?
I heard,
Oh,
I heard that game was
delivered.
pretty bad.
No, it's so.
I heard it
good.
got like 0 out of 10 on IGN for too much water.
Get
Well, that's
cooked.
just. I mean,
First of all,
like,
the water temple in that game sucks.
See, too much water.
No, okay, we are not talking Majora's Mask Water Temple though. That just hurts.
All right, we're going too deep. We're going too. We don't have 30
I mean,
minutes.
cuts,
literally,
deep cuts, deep
we're going
cuts.
too deep.
We don't have 30 minutes.
All right, Dylan, I'm gonna get this next one from another Joshua. I'm not even gonna say which Joshua it is.
Weekend.
Apparently, things are happening. Oh, whoa! Stop! Everyone, stop! Announcement: Sean Murray liked my tweet on Twitter.
Woohoo!
He done liked my tweet.
He twittered your Twitter.
I literally was at work when this happened. And I'm sitting there, right? I work at a dispatching office. So I'm sitting there and phones are going off and I'm like I stand up and I work the late shifts, so there's 2 other people there. I stand up and I put my hands on my face and I'm like, oh, and I have my phone on my desk and I'm looking down and I'm like, oh, I reread it 4 times, the notification.
amazing.
I'm like, this has to be some not Sean Murray person. Oh, I started crapping my pants. I
was,
went to the
his
bathroom
official-
immediately and crapped myself.
So
And
does
then
he know we're real then? Sean, are you there? And if
he's
you're
probably
there,
just that guy said a funny
message us.
thing and just completely
Sean,
didn't
we
look at
love
it
you.
again.
Please have our.
Sean,
business.
if you listen to us, I love you.
Sean, you may take him.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this.
No.
Just take me.
And if you listen to me, add me on Xbox. My gamer tag.
This is my PSN account.
My gamer tag is XX360 Quickscoper XX249.
I'm no
It's actually a chill panda, capitalized with spaces, no correction.
No Man's Sky World Destroyer 69.
That's me though. That's actually me.
Seriously though, that was so exciting for me.
Oh,
I know
I'm
it probably
sorry.
happens to people all the time, but it was important to me because he's
Yeah,
literally my idol.
Your God
So,
spoke to you on a personal level.
Joel's telling me to shush. I'm too loud.
He's really close to my ear.
So
I'm
then
gonna
Joshua
try.
says,
Young guy.
apparently
Oh
things
my
are.
God, you didn't get any quieter.
I will stop talking.
Oh, cool.
Please
Thank
don't.
you.
All right, so continuing on Twitter, Sean says.
God bless. Spousal abuse.
Sean says, things are happening, he says, and then everyone starts speculating, what does that mean? And then, next
The game's
day,
getting canceled.
he says, in all caps, things are happening with an exclamation point. That's all we know so far. I'm assuming that the game went gold finally, but we don't know for sure. And
The game got canceled.
Dylan, you want to explain what going gold means?
So it's in
It means the
Hearthstone.
game got canceled.
In Hearthstone, when you acquire, you beat a quest in Hearthstone, you acquire a ton of gold. So that's what getting gold is. So you're just acquiring some dash,
Sounds good. Let's go to the next discussion.
Some straight coin. What else is money called? Some straight pound, even though the pound is worth
Gavin,
nothing.
what's going gold?
Going gold?
Yeah.
So,
Is that like going Super Saiyan?
I was about to make a Super Saiyan reference. I was about to say, when a Saiyan gets really emotional, like, Frieza killed Krillin. What was up with that?
I mean, no one cares about Krillin, though.
I'll voice him. No, okay, no, keep going. keep going.
I hate you.
I'm a voice actor.
No, you're not. You can pretend like you are.
Nah.
I mean, you are.
Keep going.
In your, like,
Gavin!
in your
Just
mind.
Keep going. What?
We're waiting on you.
What
What's going gold?
Going gold?
Yeah.
What? Why
You don't know what that is?
The Hearthstone thing?
No,
I believe
I'm
I
literally
know.
straight memeing on everyone.
Okay, going
Science
gold
is-
is when your game is being basically able. It's a finished version that can be printed to disc and sent to manufacturers.
Gee, I'm glad I got to tell everyone that.
Which means they're probably not working on the game anymore, and they're ready to relax and be billionaires.
How done do you think this dev crew is with this game?
They're probably like, I'm never adding anything to this game. I hate it so much.
Well,
now.
the thing
real.
that actually
They're
bummed
probably
me
so
out.
jaded.
The thing that bummed me out a ton was when like Sean and a couple of the other guys were like talking about it, and they're like, we can't even like almost enjoy this game in a way because when they look at it, all they see are just a bunch of graphs.
Well, I'm sure it's an algorithmic based game. So
Yeah,
it's all
so they're
you
literally
get.
just seeing numbers everywhere. They don't even see the game in all its beauty. They just see numbers.
No, I kind of dig that though. You made it. Whatever. You're not supposed to enjoy it.
I guess one thing that
Ouch.
does,
Okay.
like the one thing that does kind of make up for it though is like when the art crew is like, yeah, it's cool when we go into a game and just be like, how did that even happen?
when they
Who
see
did
animals
this?
that they worked on, but then like they see them and they're like, this isn't the animal I made, and it's like a totally new animal.
Oh, that would be wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just sitting there like, Kevin, why did you add a penis? Kevin,
Oh, man.
unacceptable.
So yeah, things are happening. Do you want to grab this next one?
No. Who are you like referring to?
You,
Oh,
Joel, do you want one?
No, remember, I cannot seem to form a coherent sentence when it comes to reading tonight.
from good old Johnny Boy. Mm-hmm. All right. Do you guys think they will release review copies to the game media, aka us? Thinking about how they have run the advertising in this game, how they are hiding everything from us. I kind of hope they don't. I don't want some numbnut, aka me, game reviewer, that's still me, telling some game secrets or showing things that I want to find myself. What do you think will happen, and what are you going to do about to not have this game spoiled for you? Basically, I'm going to turn off all notifications from you guys for, like, ever. So I just, nothing is, like, shown to me, and I can just basically tone out everything for a couple days and chillax.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go straight to the discussion page and like screenshots, spoilers all over. Oh my God! Look it! I found this. Hey guys, you see
Guys,
this?
I was the
yet?
first one to the center of the universe, and guess what I named it? Ryan's
So Dylan, have you
Universe.
showed everybody our review copy yet?
Have we?
Should we take a picture of it and send it to the discussion page?
I don't know, it's a little, it's a bit big, so,
It's also a bit boosted.
Meanwhile, they're taking a picture of Spore's hard copy. No, I'm just kidding.
oh my god, that would actually be so, oh
That
my
is
god.
trolling
Just
hard.
hit him with it and just be like, yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay. Actually, you know what? No. Let's talk about games I was hyped for. Spore. Let's talk about games that did not deliver. Spore.
Let's talk about games I knew nothing about until like 5 years after they came out. Spore, and I liked it only for that reason.
Get out of here.
I just like the modding of the game so that people can create like behemoth creatures.
I
that
had
are just
Behemoth
ridiculous.
penis creatures.
I mean, my favorite, personally.
Okay.
But
Oh,
Behemoth
Gavin's going to
dolls.
sleep. Good night, Gavin.
good night.
Bye, guys. What if that was my
Peace
outro?
out. Yeah, just-
That's like my actual. What was the last? What was that? Sorry, what did he say?
I honestly
Everyone's
forgot
falling
to.
asleep suddenly.
Well, it's one already.
Is it? Oh.
Oh, review copies. Definitely
Spoil.
not. Why would they? There's no reason to.
I might still get a copy early.
We
have
might.
secret ways.
We have.
Insider.
I'm a part of the mafia.
Okay, they're gonna get the.
But seriously, I do have an insider, and we might get a
not
copy
actually.
early.
They're gonna get
Actually,
the
might.
beta
It's
1.2
true.
version of Spore. It'll be sick. It's fine. We'll show you screenshots. No, why would they? There's no reason to.
So I posted a question about this,
Wink,
but
wink,
just so
wink,
you guys know, if you want to post in the discussion, if I do get a copy, maybe and I'm saying if I do get a copy, it's going to be maybe a couple days before the game comes out.
If
I get a copy, do you want us to talk about our impressions of the game when we do the podcast Tuesday night? Of how we'll probably would have played it for maybe 2-3 days if we get it early. So let us know if you guys want us to talk about what we've seen so far, or you want us to wait, or what. So
give us the old lowdown on what you guys want.
either way, if I get a review copy, I'm going to play it.
Oh God. No sleep will be had.
None.
Ever.
Zero.
Again.
I'm excited though.
A little bit.
And I'm not going to tell you my source because it's confidential and probably won't pan out. But just in case it does, I want to sound super cool.
For sure.
We're talking FBI levels here.
I'm talking to the CEO of PlayStation.
Spore was the greatest game ever.
Sorry.
Alright, keep going.
Oh my God. It was though.
Joel's telling me to wrap it up.
We've gone over, I think, the hour and a half
I came across
marker.
this at PSN, and after reading through it, I was convinced this is the game for me. I was disappointed from the outcome of GTA 5 Online, even though I'm a big fan. But the amount of backstabbing and, that's just your own fault for trusting people. Excluding reason just for the sake of feeling superior by killing somebody else, maybe in compensation for being a no name in real life. That's unkind. Having nearly let me have nearly let me lost the belief in humanity. I felt like a dinosaur by believing in cooperation to achieve a common goal and friendship. Unity under people in the similar circumstances. Peace,
Wow.
love, and positivity.
It's really coming out right
Hey, dude,
now.
you're
I
playing
told
GTA
you.
5 Online. Please
Yeah,
don't,
son,
don't,
you're
don't
not-
take it that
What
way.
what did you think was going to happen when you played GTA Online?
Yeah, so this isn't
Son,
my
this
fan
is-
base. I have no sympathy for that.
Yeah, no.
get over that.
No, seriously, you're
I'm so
talking-
happy you're hype. I'm so happy you're hype for No Man's Sky, but don't roast GTA 5 for no. It's one of the best games of that console generation.
Except for the online part.
I loved it. I loved it.
Except how, it never works.
No, it was amazing.
How do they have the worst matchmaking ever for the online being so
They
good?
fixed it.
They fixed
They
it.
never fix it.
I mean, that's your
Every
opinion.
single time I go on GTA Online, even recently, and I try to play with somebody I know, it crashes the server every time because they're my friend on my friend's
I've
list.
you
genuinely
suck.
never had that problem.
It's literally happened to me since it's
you're
released on
bad.
every system I played it on.
That's
So I've
crazy.
never played it. I've played it single player, but I've never been able to play it with friends because it always automatically
Maybe
crashes the
Rockstar
server.
just hates you.
Obviously.
That's
I hate my
understandable, though.
life. That's the only reason I really hate it because
I
I've had
hate
that
your
personal
life too, dude.
experience. But
All right.
lights are going down, man. The
All
end
right.
is nigh.
Did the power go out?
Oh, my herb garden just turned off its light.
Oh.
It's on for 17 hours a day.
The podcast is
off.
gone. Everything we just talked about is gone.
Maybe if the mics are really
that
good,
was
you can
great.
hear the entire earth shaking right now. From
Here's the thing. It never started recording to begin with.
oh, surprise!
Oh, God, I dread that. All right.
Is it actually not recording?
No, it's recording.
No, it's recording.
You really thought it wasn't recording?
Oh, my heart.
Oh, we just took 10 years off his life here.
Oh, I only had 10 years left.
All right, do we want to do
See
some
the
outros?
light?
Is there
Yeah, I
anything
just
anybody
want to do some more outros.
wants to talk about before we start outroing?
Let's outro it.
Let's do
I'm
it.
so tired. Yeah.
All right, can I see that? And do you want to outro?
Yeah, sure.
All right, Joel's got the outro.
All right, I'm gonna jump back in here. Sorry for my disappearance. I am very tired. All right, so our conclusion. We'd like to give a big thank you to our Patreon supporters, Facebook page and group for all the wonderful discussions you bring and all the excellent content you give us to talk about on the show.
Can I say something real quick?
No.
Sorry that we didn't get to everybody. We had to kind of pick and choose this week. You guys are talking so much. I freaking love it. Keep doing it.
It's wonderful.
Joshua guy, you're killing it.
Where's it, John Friswell?
Sorry, excuse me.
John Friswell, man. He's winning.
Everybody.
Shout out as well to everyone who listens to us on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. Thank you for tuning in each week and putting up with all this craziness. As well as Twitter, Twitch, and all of our fellow explorers, no matter how you listen to our podcast here. Thank you. Yes, thank you for sticking with us throughout the night. Dylan wrote a little inappropriate message at the bottom of the...
It's completely PG.
Yeah, it is.
It's PG as heck.
It is.
Thank you guys for bearing
It
with
is
us
not
once
PG.
again. I don't know why you even enjoy listening to us, but whatever, it works.
I mean, I enjoy listening to myself sometimes.
I've never heard myself talk, so.
You just
This'll
wait
be
until
weird.
you listen to the
So this-
podcast and
You'll
you're
hate
like,
yourself
oh my
after.
god, I sound
Wow,
like
I'm
that.
hilarious. Oh my
See,
god.
That's why I should have done a voice for the whole thing.
So you'd feel worse about yourself.
Hello.
Oh yes, in our
Terrible
conclusion,
voice acting skills.
Are you kidding me?
we should give a big thank you to our guest for joining us today.
Hey.
Thank you, Gavin.
Thanks, friends.
Hey, more
Hey,
claps so I'm not alone. Yay!
Gavin. Woo, yeah.
Thanks, Gavin, for coming here so we can roast you.
Thanks, guys.
Great.
Be gentle to him on the community.
No,
I know he's not science dad, but he's something, okay? Get over it.
We tried.
You can feel free to roast this kid, please.
I'm staying at home, Mom Gav. Signing off. Sounds to me.
Are we peacing off now?
Yeah, we're
I think
peacing
we're
off.
peacing off.
Thanks for
All right.
listening, guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank
we will see
you.
you next week.
Yep.
See you
Have a
next
good one.
week. Adios.
Bye.
Peace.